personnel to one of them. And I wanted to be able to speak towards that topic real quickly, to be able to, maybe, inform you a little bit more and perhaps sway you and affect your decision-making process.
Okay.
So again, I'm trying to go quick. I don't want to be able to, tag into your meeting here earlier, but, I think the Historical Museum is unique among the museums here in Tucumcari. First off, we have a 50-year standing relationship with the city, non-regarding the MOU that was invalidated, at one point. We've had a working relationship for a lot of years, and we've been proud to be, a supporter of the city and of the different events in town. Now, of the different museums in town, I think that the Historical Museum is going to be the one that has the highest profile in the town, as it does have more regular set hours. And, and that's what people like to see, as Scott was mentioning. If someone comes into town, they want to know, hey, the museum is just open, I'm not going to be able to see anything. So, having that has always been a good thing. Now, for other things, the Historical Museum has been very active in this town in promoting events, activities, and different ways of serving the city and its citizens. Just going through a quick list here. We provide book talks, we've done art projects, we have student tours of the museum. We have monthly field trips of the museum memberships where we take and serve our patrons. We have bus tours coming into our facility. Part of us, we do a weekly radio program. We have music programs we put in the past, genealogy classes offered at the museum, student-assisted projects where we're involving our school kids in activities at the museum. We provide research materials to a large number of people. We've had radio broadcasts come from our museum facilities and a lot of other things. So I hope you don't just group us with the other museums on saying, well, we have to treat them all equally, because I think we stand a little bit above those other museums on the amount of services that we provide to the city, that we provide to the visitors to Tucumcari, and to all the people in our community. So I just wanted to be able to come in and, make sure that we had a chance to speak. And frankly, I'm hoping to kind of hear what y'all's thoughts and views are, instead of Paula getting a pink slip and going from there. So,
Which is getting transferred, not a pink slip.
well, yes, sir. And again, in the discussion I had with Mark on, is there anything in the museum? Are we worried about anything? Should we be worried about the budget, Mark? Nope, don't worry. Oh, Paula might be transferred or eliminated. That's kind of a big worry. So we just want to see what's
So to
happening
clear
around.
the air, the rumor going around for a while is that the city was going to try to close the museum, which was false.
Right.
I had also had talks with Paula and with Ellen in regards to how the budget was going to go, and I said, I honestly don't know. There's been two packages, there's been multiple packages offered. One, there's going to be no cuts completely. That would mean everything was the same. The other was the opportunity to have the actual, the personnel just moved. That was one of the concerns as well. So with that being said, there was never a firm decision on the table, so we couldn't move forward with that at the time. So it's still to this minute without having a decision until next week's budget discussion. It could still be up in the air. The commission may decide we're going to keep that. And I didn't want to worry Paula. It wasn't fair to her to tell her, oh, you may have a job, you may not have a job. And when it comes down to it, that's a personnel issue that's confidential. And when it comes down to it, I will relay whatever happens. She'll have ample time, and there is opportunities to go to other departments. Again, it's budget. We have to be realistic as a city government and the commission and decide where are we going to make cuts. We have to make some cuts of some sort, unfortunately. That's just the way it is without an increasing growing tax base. Something has to happen. That happens to be on the realm of things when we have discussions in previous meetings. We're talking about what are the essential things we have to have. Obviously, we have to have public works. With that being stated, public works is pretty much self-sufficient. It's just now we look at the departments that are general fund operated, funded by general funds. So what's the next step with that?
And I'm going to jump in for a second, Mark, if you don't mind. I'm sorry. Again, I know that y'all are going to be busy, and I don't want to, and y'all want to have a break between things here. Again, if you're keeping Paula on payroll, man, I sure hope that we can have her. But then again, that's a personnel decision, and we have no influence on that whatsoever, and I mean, that's all.
And I'd like to make a point of clarification. The city is not interested in shutting down the museum. We have been very supportive of your museum. We have done everything we need within our power to make sure that the museum is a safe place. We spent a lot of money, taking out the vistas. We have done a lot of work in maintaining that building and everything. So whoever's sending that rumor out, it's not true. And actually, the rumor mill can get out of hand. We have been extremely supportive in the past. We had 3 employees there. And actually, we helped build that museum to that point, even though all the stuff in there.
And we appreciate all the
And
support that
so,
the
you know,
city has
we have to
given in
get
the
that
past.
credit, you know.
And
So
we
we're
do.
in no way are gonna invest that kind of money and then try and fight it. No, we're gonna do everything to keep it
Well,
together. But we
I
have enough
understand
budget.
that, and
We have
we
enough
do
budget.
appreciate everything that the city does.
Yeah.
But we do want to make sure that the city realizes that the Tucumcari Historical Museum is a partnership between THRI and the city.
Yes.
And, you know, I just want to make sure that we're speaking to each other and we know what's happening.
Yeah, and
Because this is the
We
first
went
chance
into
I've
it.
had to be able to speak with y'all on being able to say, what are the possibilities? And, you know, when you're talking about, you know, the different programs and the different departments and how they're doing, we need to sit down at some time and talk about like, hey, this is how much you're costing. This is how much you're bringing in. What can we do to fix things to make you self-sufficient? You know, and those are dialogues that we would welcome. But again, you know, just making sure that we're not in the dark on things is what I'm here for this evening, to be able to be for you.
Understand that.
Yeah, and certainly I understand that. We want to work, don't forget, we worked with you guys about 4 years ago when we went in and tried to work with some sort of a.
With the match program and
Yes.
being able to pursue other, you know, ways of funding the museum and getting other support in from other areas. And I'm also hopeful that Scott is going to be a
Right.
major resource for us on being able to pursue some of those things. You know, you spoke at one point about upkeep of the facilities and whatnot. You know, that is the oldest building in Tucumcari, and it does need support. And there are things that are happening to it that need an input of money. And you people right here do not have lots of money to just throw around wildly. So, you know, we're gonna have to be searching for those kinds of funds. And again, you know, Scott's gonna be a great resource, and we realize that we're gonna have to work with you and other agencies to be able to do what we need to do for the good of the museum and for the good of Tucumcari.
And we understand the importance of the museum and our history, because that's part of us, you know, and so certainly we do everything to promote it and help it. So actually sometimes, you know, I have gone to so many meetings and I have seen some defensive attitudes by some of the boards towards the city. I stopped going, you know, because we always try to work with you guys. And so what we have to look at is the fact that the city is very, very supportive of the museum.
Well, great, and I know that we're very supportive of the city and the people in Tucumcari, and we want to provide activities for the citizens here and for the visitors coming through our town to be able to promote our area and make sure that, you know, Tucumcari is a destination location. Okay, well, very good. I hope we are able to have more talks in the future, and I appreciate your time and you giving me 10 minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Have a great day. Thank you.